What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode with my pal Alex and Feisty Pants.
Well, that was Hell in a Cell. I thought for sure Sasha was going to win that. Oh my god, that was brutal. Wow. Wow. Alright, well, Preston Ritchie, and he challenged me to a, who gets the most matches right, and it came out, our predictions were the same. I found his tweet earlier, or, you know, after I had made my video, and the only match we had different was I picked the Faces to win in the kickoff show where he didn't pick anybody, and he got Bayley over Dana Brooke, and I had picked Dana Brooke to win, so he got that one right, which, you know, if you match it up, I mean, that adds up. So the Faces win the kickoff show, big deal, right? Dana Brooke actually lost to Bayley. She nailed the, it was all Dana Brooke, and then out of nowhere, it was an RKO. No, it wasn't. It was a belly to Bayley suplex there. She got the win. Enzo and Cass were great on the mic, great in the ring, and then Luke Gallows lands a super kick, and Enzo's out. So they got the win there. I had picked Enzo and Cass to win, so I got that wrong. I had picked TJ Perkins to win, or retain, I'm sorry, you know, whatever you call it, but Shaka got the win instead. New Day disqualifies and retains by disqualification. There was bedlam going around, and Cesaro was pretty much handing it out, and he had Xavier Woods in the, was it the sharpshooter, I believe, and Kofi, you know, kicks Sheamus outside the ring, and the ref catches it, and he's like, that's it, because it was Big E and Xavier Woods in the ring, and Kofi was, Kofi was the third guy outside. Roman Reigns, and goodness, and Rusev, they dished it out, and man, that was a brutal match, and oh my god, and it was the first match. You know, in the first, if it was the first Cell match, it was a triple main event, they called it, but it was the first, whatever. So they were dishing it back and forth, and then Rusev is standing on the steps in the ring, and Roman Reigns hits the spear, hit off the top of the steps there, and gets the win. Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens. Oh my god. Talk about the best match of the night. Savage. Pure savagery. But Kevin Owens wins in the end. Chris Jericho came out and ran some interference, which is allowed in the cage, you know? I mean, you should see what Charlotte and Sasha Banks just went through. Jesus Christ. It was just a savage beating. Charlotte sabotaged Sasha before the ring, or before the match started, I'm sorry. The ring was coming down, and she just started beating her up, and the match hadn't even started, and she got her around and powerbombed her through one of the announcer tables. Right? The paramedics come out, they got her on the stretcher, they got the neck brace going, they're wheeling her out, and the ref is about to award Charlotte the title because Sasha Banks can't wrestle due to forfeiture. She's going to forfeit the title to Charlotte. She can't defend. A fire just erupts out of Sasha, and she throws herself off the stretcher. She throws down the whole medical staff. She gets in the ring and beats the crap out of Charlotte. But only to have the tables turned. Charlotte monkey flipped her into the cage, outside the ring, and she hit her back on the cage, and then her head pretty much on the floor. And I'm like, come on, it's just like one nasty head spill after another. She took face first off the steps. There was a bunch of other stuff. She took a side drop off a chair. She dove through the ropes, you know, the baseball thing, and, you know, pins Charlotte against the cage. But she took a hit too there, and it was just vicious. It was a very, very, very good match. I was definitely not disappointed. Sasha in the end set up a table spot for Charlotte. Look, it was going to be looking like a running power bomb into the table, but her back gave out halfway through the ring, and Charlotte threw her onto the table. It didn't break. Threw her again onto the table. It didn't break, and she just rolled off onto the mat and just pinned her. 1, 2, 3. Huge wedgie. You saw full cheeks like this of Sasha I almost had a screenshot of it. I'm like, I can't post this. And Charlotte won, and that is Hell in a Cell. And they cut right away. They were like, okay, get the paramedics out there because they're both wrecked. But Sasha Banks cannot be in good shape. I mean, oh my God, the amount of, I was just like, holy shit after holy shit spot. Hats off to everybody who was in the cage because that thing is brutal. I can't wait to see what happens on Raw tomorrow night. I'll be watching after I'm done with Pokemon Go because I'll be down in Ocean City doing Pokemon Go all day. I'm off from work tomorrow. I'm going to do Pokemon Go in Ocean City, come back and watch Raw, and fall out from the pay-per-view. We'll see what happens.